Did that feel like a continuation of Ottawa, or was that completely different for you?
Maybe the first 10 minutes and then parts of the third. I thought our second part of the first period was okay. It started to trend in the right direction, and then I thought parts of the second I could, I think as a group we could live with that. I just thought that the way the end of that second period went, with us scoring a goal and getting high and then them scoring a goal, I think that's ultimately where the game was won for them and lost for us. Not able to rebound and respond from that shift in momentum, and a lot of times that cost you a game.
Troy, this is the third of your 3 games where you've gone down 1-0 early. Do you think that that's just the way it's bounced for you, or is that something that you think you guys can change strategically to how you guys are starting the game?
Yeah. I don't think it's ever about just a bounce or how things just roll. Like, you generally get what you deserve in hockey and in sport, and I think we didn't have a good first 10, so we're down 1-0. Just like in the Ottawa game, we didn't have a good first 5 minutes, so you're down in that one. So, it's just something we got to look at a bit more internally to see why that's happening. Are we preparing properly for games, or what we doing as coaches is that's what's setting them up for success for a good start, and then some athletes just look internally to make some adjustments. So that doesn't happen again. But I think it is important to note we're game 3. So some of these things take some time. No matter what, we still have a better start than we had last year. So we'll take it right now. You put it in perspective, I think there's plenty of time to make adjustments and make some changes, and I think we will as a group.
What do you think is leading to these not ideal starts for you guys?
Well, if you figure that out, you let me know and we'll make some adjustments. Right now, like that, it's just you're constantly trying to solve the problems, solve the situations, discuss it, work on it in practice. One of the things that we saw in the Ottawa game that was letting us down as a team was our angles. And to be honest, I thought our angles were much better tonight. I thought we stopped some plays in the neutral zone. 2 of the goals we scored were off turnovers that we forced in the offensive zone. So that's how hockey works. That's how you build sort of an identity. That's how you build your team and your concepts within. You see something that happens, you make some adjustments, you work on it. So we'll obviously break down the film from tonight's game and see where the problems were and try to make some adjustments. And then we expect the athletes to do what they can to execute it.
Victoria, you kind of look like Spooner in front of the net there. Maybe half the size, but Yeah. How much of an emphasis is that, getting to the net and getting to those dirty areas right now for everybody?
Yeah, I think it's so important. Obviously, you see like a lot of the offense that we had was, down low today. And I think it was just, Renata found me there. And I think getting in front of the goalie's eyes, being able to pick up a couple dirty goals like that, they all count. So I think it's really important that we're, having them in their zone and getting those shots off.
And what's it like playing with Watts?
Yeah, obviously she's such a skilled player, and we kind of grew up together, missed each other by a year playing, so to get to play on her line is pretty cool, and I look up to her, and it's a lot of fun on the ice.
Could I ask a couple of real specifics about that goal? There were 3 players that changed while the puck was down deep, and you were able to come on. Like, how important was that? Obviously it was, to the goal, like observing that was happening, and you were able to get out there fresh and get that shot off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually one of the things I was going to say is that I feel like our team needs to figure out a way to string some shifts together in the offensive zone to kind of wear down our opponent, and then we'll continue to have a little bit more success, and that's exactly what happened on that play. I think Hannah Miller had a couple good puck recoveries, and when we can get the puck from low to high and get their kind of break their defensive structure, I think that's what happened. And I think moving forward, if we can kind of string some solid shifts together, we'll break down teams more often.
And then what did you see on the goal that went in, kind of ping pong between yourself and Britta Curl? It looked like she just kind of threw it there, hit you in the foot or something?
Tough play. It just went off my skate. She just kind of smart to throw it on net sometimes, and you don't know what's going to hit. So yeah, hit my skate and went in.
Renata, what's your impression so far of the no escape rule? Like, how do you find it so far? Like, what do you think?
I think it's fun. Like, it's another element to the game, and I think it challenges all the teams to work with how you're going to strategize with it, and it makes everyone on your team have to be aware of how to play the penalty kill. So yeah, I think it's fun. And then on the other side, if you're on the power play, like recognizing who's on the opposing team's ice at that moment and how you can take advantage of it and expose certain players that maybe aren't comfortable in that situation. So I think it's a fun role.
Can you guys just talk a little bit about your perspectives on the Darryl Watts goal? You know, she makes that nice move to score the goal. Just what your thoughts were in the moment when you saw her get that breakaway and score that goal.
Yeah, I love, I mean, obviously it's such a high skill level goal. I love that she, was part of creating a turnover and then transitioned really quick. Very few people in the league can do it with that type of quickness after the turnover, and then for that in tight with sticks kind of coming at you to be able to make that type of move. It's just a high level, high skill move. Yeah, it was unbelievable, to be honest. The highlight, I'm sure it'll be one that'll be talked about at the end of the year as season's best goals for sure.
Renata and Victoria, you're playing with New York next week, and Olivia just signed there. What about her makes her a challenging player to play against now that you've played with her and now you play against her? What makes her challenging?
Yeah, I mean, we all love Nosey. She was a big part of our team last year and this year as well. She's got good size. I mean, I skated with her all summer, and just to see the work she put in, she's not afraid to play physical, and I think she's going to be great for them, just being a solid D. But yeah, we all love her, and it'll be good to see her, but obviously she's on the other side of the ice now.